Welcome back to the Himthorne Media Podcast. Today's guest is Dan Kerns, a near and dear friend of mine. I spent the better half of a decade being in bands with him, and they were amazing years, to say the least. 2 bands with him, and he is still on his own musical journey, doing cover bands, original music, everything in between. I loved having him on the show and actually just getting down and talking with him for a straight 2 hours just to kind of, reminisce and talk about the good old days and the good days yet to come. So we spent multiple road trips together, and just to bring it back and say hi to Dan was a treat for myself. He's the best. If you ever want to reach out to him for advice or words of wisdom, Dan Kerns Music on Instagram or Facebook, hit him up. He'd love that. So sorry, Dan, if you get a lot of messages. It was my intention. His drink of choice was a Maker's Mark Bourbon Old Fashioned. If you want to know how to make it and have exactly what we were having, you will need a bottle of Maker's Mark, some simple syrup, some water, and of course, some bitters. Grab an orange for garnish later, and maybe some cherries if you're feeling fancy. Start off with about a bar spoonful of our rich Demerara syrup. This is a 2-to-1 ratio. Add in 3 to 5 dashes of bitters. Don't be afraid to go heavy on the bitters unless you're scared of flavor. Add in next your 2 ounces of Maker's Mark bourbon, and then add in your ice for mixing. Pro tip, set aside a cube and let it temper to the room. That way when you add in your cold cocktail, the cube won't crack or shatter. Nice. Give it a good stir. I don't have a fancy way of counting this. I just kind of do it until I feel it's cold enough and diluted enough. You'll know when to stop. After that, add in your cube and be all fancy and single strain your drink over the ice cube. Very nice. Now comes the fanciest part. Take an orange peel and just give it a nice little touch of that. You'll feel pretentious in all the right ways. Boom. The old fashioned. One of my favorites. Enjoy. Let's do this thing.
Let's do it, big boy.
Cheers, my brother.
Cheers, buddy.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Delightful. That's just good.
That's yummy.
That's just, ooh, yeah, Mike.
It's like drinking straight whiskey, but with a lot of help.
And cinnamon.
Yeah. I did kind of get cinnamon. I guess that's the bitters.
Yeah.
I guess that's the only other flavor in there.
Mucho tasty, big boy.
It's the bitters. It's the Demerara syrup.
What'd you call me?
Which is, I think, is just like light brown sugar. I don't know what it is.
You put sugar in this?
It's a lot of sugar. We did about a full bar spoon's worth, and then orange peel, and then dilution. Old fashioned.
Dude, you did it well.
Thank you.
Yes. Thanks for making it.
Absolutely. Thanks for requesting it. I had a couple requests for old fashions, but you were the first.
Thank you.
Minus Chris's Wisconsin old fashioned.
I've never had one.
Dude.
Never had it.
They don't suck.
I'll trust you.
It would suck if you ordered this and got that.
But
if you're craving this. But if you order that, knowing you're getting that, it's good.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
It's alcohol and soda, and it's hard to mess up.
It's like if you bite into a chicken nugget expecting a fish stick.
It's exactly like that. Or the optimistic side, it's like ordering fries and finding the accidental curly.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jack in the Box.
Dude, I miss Jack in the Box.
I miss it. I had it for lunch the other day.
Real question, are they still around? Because all of them around me have closed.
Dude, I noticed that. We drove by the other day, and I was like, we used to stop at that one after shows all the time.
Dude, yes.
But, yeah, Brian and 70 still open.
Brian and 70.
Yep, attached to the gas station.
Okay, that one's still going, because the one by my house is gone.
And then the one by the Walmart in Lake St. Louis, still going.
So they're
Those
everywhere.
Two. They're just on the other side of town.
Just the one by my house closed. I'm like, are they even alive?
They're gone.
Well, it's like that and Steak and Shakes. We lost a lot of Steak and Shakes.
We lost so many Steak and Shakes.
We lost a lot of Steak and Shakes.
We could buy one for $10,000.
What?
I saw a billboard.
No.
You are 50% franchise owner, $10,000.
Dude, let's buy a Steak and Shake.
We should go in
We
on
can
it.
get we can
We
we can
throw
get
in
10
$5
grand.
grand.
We ran the numbers. That's
We can do it.
$5,000 for me.
That's
$5,000 for you.
That's 2 squeeze.
Yes. And then we own a Steak and Shake.
And we could be fat.
Dude, I would get so fat.
Yeah, I'd eat so many French fries.
I would get so fat. I would get always do when I worked in operations at UPS when I had my desk job.
Mm-hmm.
I would go to school from like 10 till 2 p.m.
Yep.
and then I worked 2:30 to 11 p.m.
I remember.
I did that for like 6 years.
You died.
Dude, it was bad.
That was terrible.
You couldn't even pack your lunch. Because if you packed it at like 9 a.m., by the time you eat it, like my lunch break at work was like 6:30. So it was dinner.
Oh,
So
man.
it would be like a soggy sandwich. So what did I do? Fast food.
Yay.
So it was, my options were Jack in the Box,
Yep.
Rallies, or Checkers if you're a
Either
maniac. I don't know why I just broke the fourth wall. I thought it was fun. So I haven't done it yet. So feel free to, if you want to, for comedic effect. White Castle, Domino's, or the coveted freaking, I just lost my train of thought. What was the food I was originally?
Steak and
Shake. And I would get like the side-by-side strawberry and banana,
Yes.
like a double cheeseburger. And long story short, I got very fat.
Go to town, baby. I love it.
Dude, it was just like colas and milkshakes and cheeseburgers and an office job. And I was slowly becoming like a meme of myself, just like getting fatter and fatter.
Oh my gosh, dude.
It was bad. And then I got married and then got into sales and saw how fat I was and started jogging.
It's a wonderful thing.
That was the full circle, which I bring that up because you said you started jogging.
I did start jogging.
How's that going?
I'm a week in, week strong.
You're a professional. You're officially a runner.
No, it's the weather's been nice and I've been cooped up and it's time to get outside and start walking.
You need
Walking, jogging, do a mile walk and then another mile jog.
That's solid.
With the doggos.
So you're like getting the dogs out,
Yep.
getting some exercise.
That's right.
Especially, dude, this winter, I know it's cliche, but I feel like it was, I do feel like it was longer than normal. Like I actually got a good taste of like the old seasonal depression and just like mainly anxiety.
Yeah.
Like I was very,
Yeah.
like I worked from home and it was snowing and I felt like I was very much,
Dude, yeah.
like
100%.
Groundhog Day.
100%.
and I have 3 kids.
Do-do-do-do.
Dude, I was like, get me out of here.
Somebody help me.
So yeah, I started jogging like couple weeks into January just to like escape the house. just to get out.
You've always been, well, I shouldn't say always, but you've been a big runner for a long time now.
Yes. Like I said, since I remember it, like July 2017.
Look at you.
It was a 4th of July party at Westhoff Park.
Yeah.
And I took a picture with my brothers. You know, you get those photos and you see yourself like, oh no.
Yes.
I'm fat now.
Yes.
Like it was totally one of those moments. Like you have that vision of yourself. Like I still look okay. And then like my little brother, Jimmy, who's historically been slightly bigger than me. He was like crushing it. And he was like 170, 175, looking good.
Killing it.
And I was like north of 190, which for me was pretty jiggly. And it was like all in my face and I was bloated and I was like, dude, you got a wife now? Like, are you going to be a fat guy or a not fat guy? So I started jogging and it sucked.
No, I get it. But no, you've been a big fitness inspiration for me.
No way.
Yes, dude.
Okay, that's
I always
awesome.
tell you this. You're like the big brother I never had.
See, this is why this podcast is great. I have friends over and tell me nice things.
Yes.
I bribe you with alcohol. I'm like, so tell me niceties.
Yes. Dude, you got me going on ice baths. I still do semi-regularly.
How's your back?
I have good days and bad days, but
Because you said
overall
it kind
a
of
lot
helps.
better. Yeah, it helps so much. Yeah, if it's barking at me, fire up an ice bath and you're good to go.
Ice baths, running. I don't know why it feels like douchey to talk about it.
Because you're a dude.
Because I hate to break it to you, but you kind of suck. It's like hearing you say like you're like slightly inspired by like my running. Like I always feel weird posting a run.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who cares? Like, is it Is it gloaty?
No.
Is it slightly inspiring?
Yes.
Should I post them?
Yes.
Am I too in my head?
Yes.
Yes. Because I ran today. I had a new record for my fastest mile, and I was gonna post it. And I was like, no one cares. This is
How fast?
6:45.
Nice.
I have we're doing like a St. Patrick's Day run.
Yeah.
Saturday. Not Cotteville. We were doing that. We were doing the Cotteville one.
Yeah.
They stopped during COVID.
Oh, that's right.
So then we went to, now we're doing Creve Coeur.
Nice.
And we've done that, I think, since 2022.
That's cool.
So now it's just a 5K. It used to be like a 7K, so now it's like a 5K.
Oh, now it's easy.
Easy.
You're like, I got that.
It's 3 miles, which is basically like run as fast as you can. There's no pacing, just run.
Just go.
So I went on like a 4-mile run today. I like did like a light 2 miles at like a 10:30 pace.
Heck
just,
yeah.
Just moving.
Yeah.
And I was like, how fast can I go? And then I got a 6:45.
That's awesome. That's good.
I was very winded.
That's okay.
I walked most of the way home.
I would too.
Yeah, I was a little tired.
Your quick 2 miles is my peak right now, so there you go. Put it in perspective.
Well, when I started, I could at least you said you ran a full mile?
Yeah, I walk with the first mile and then jog the second.
That's solid.
Yep.
My routine back in 2017 when I started, because someone just messaged me like when I just did a half marathon. They go like, I love you have good endurance.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, when I started, my routine was walk for 2 minutes, jog for a minute.
Nice.
And that was like so hard.
Tough. Yeah.
It was so hard. And I just repeated that until I hit like a mile.
Yes.
And I just kept,
and you got it.
And I was like, all right, now I'll jog for 2 minutes and walk for a minute. And it was like such a victory when I made it for like a full mile.
Yes.
I was like, I'm amazing.
You're like, I can do anything.
I can do it. And there was like a circle around, like there's like a path. I can do like a 2.5 mile loop. And it took I feel like 6 months before I could do like the full thing, without being like completely gassed. Little victories.
That's right. You have to have the little victories.
Little victories. I did this the last podcast. I have a notebook with small notes, and I left it over there.
Well, go get it.
I'm gonna get it this time.
Do it.
Bye. You're the host now.
Welcome to the Dan Kerns podcast.
This was a mistake.
Where I see you. Oh, he's back.
And we're back.
He's back.
They're like the simplest notes, but like it's like a confidence or insecurity thing.
You gotta
like,
have.
It makes me feel
notes.
good. Yeah,
you gotta have notes.
You gotta have notes. Like the first thing I have on here is like how we met. Like we don't need to talk about that, but I wrote it down.
You know how we met? We have to talk about it.
We can for sure.
I want to
because we've been friends forever. We like you're still in my mind as like a new friend, but we've been friends for like well over a decade.
Yeah, dude.
Like you're a classic friend.
Yes, we have passed the decade threshold.
But like we met in college.
Yeah, I think 2013.
So like so everyone from college feels like a new friend.
Dude, I get it. Yeah.
But they're not.
Dude, yeah, I met you and Big West both in college. 2013.
I thought you knew him way before college.
No.
That's a college friend.
No. I met him in the cafeteria at SCA.
No way.
Yep. I was sitting by myself listening to metal music, and he came over and was like, "What you listening to, bud?" And then we've been friends ever since.
That's wild.
Yep.
I just booked a wedding, and randomly, through just casual conversations, I found out that Wes is a groomsman.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I love
wedding?
that guy. Chris Godwin.
Oh,
yeah.
He was in my first band that I left to join your band.
Sorry. And full circle.
Oh my God. He was pissed for a minute.
I'm sorry. He seems like he seems like a really nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Well, like we're all good now.
He's a super nice dude.
Oh yeah. He's awesome, dude.
Yeah, I was like, your name sounds so familiar, and he's like, you look familiar, and I was like, you play in a band? And I'm like, yeah. We're like just talking about it. I was like, it was called Captains Courageous. He's like, I knew it.
That's awesome.
And that's how we became buds, driving down to Springfield, making music.
It is.
Just dreaming, baby.
Was the studio first or was the show first? I can never remember.
The 420 show.
Yeah.
I believe the studio was first. Wait.
I can't remember.
I want to say we had It's Worth It recorded, though.
I think we did. I think it was the studio. No, it was the show because the first thing ever was I had to ask 100 times to do
play
the
it.
show.
Right.
And I think that was the first thing I ever did with you.
What sucks is this used to be like
Like
information I had, and now I
don't remember either.
We're getting old.
Well, we either played a college frat party show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was it, because you originally asked to borrow an amp from me for that
That's
show.
how it started.
But I don't know.
I blew my amp. I just knew about you.
Yeah,
I, for some reason, had this perception that you were some mean guy.
I am.
Because I don't remember you smiling whenever I saw you in public. But you always had, like, an entourage of people.
Oh, no.
Like, you always had, like, 5. It's like you were in a gang. It was like a gang of emo people, and I was like,
my God.
that guy is like scary. Like, I was always by myself with books, and like you just had a gang. Like you were the you were the kid who had like the glamour kills, like backpack, and the cool shoes, and like I always wanted to be that kid. And whenever I slightly tried to dress somewhat trendy, my parents would just be like, "You look ridiculous."
Oh man!
So you were like the cool guy, and my
That's
amp,
crazy.
my amp blew, and I guess messaged you on Facebook.
Yes.
And I was like, "Hey man, can I have an amp?"
And then I gave you my terrible Line 6,
Which I was happy to have.
and then it worked out.
It worked out. What's funny, and I eventually I think was it the crate or the
You had the crate.
after like you slightly joined the band to play the show, and yeah, that's how that started.
And then the road trip is where we bonded.
Yeah, I guess that show was first because it was the show at Westminster College.
Yep. We took Sarah's dad's RV.
Yeah, it felt like such a big deal because I wasn't making any money off music then. And
we were teenagers.
they offered like $400.
And it was like,
Which in my mind's like, we will pay you $40,000 to play this
Yes.
show. And I was like, oh.
Yes.
So that's why I was like in full panic mode. And I was like desperately trying to like make it. And I was like, this is how it happens.
This is it.
If it starts with $400, the sky's the limit.
Yes, dude.
Texting you for amps and all this stuff. And our first guitarist, Taylor Brunk, joined the Navy.
Yes.
We needed someone. And I was like, Dan.
Thank you for joining the Navy, Taylor.
And yeah, the show was on 420, and your mom was not thrilled about that.
Yep. She's like, you're going with older people to a college on 420 that I don't know.
That's right. How much? You're 31?
I'm 31 as of yesterday.
As of yesterday. That's right.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
31.
31. Here we are.
And I'm 33.
And I was probably
So
19.
you were
then.
19. So back then, 2 years difference makes that's
Yeah.
that's significant.
That's you can drink and cannot.
Chris Mazingo and I were talking about that. Like, right now, Chris and I, we feel like the same age. Like, I'm 33. He's 37, I believe. He turned 30 in 2017, so whatever that math is. But I was like, when I first met you, you were an adult.
Yeah.
You had a wife. You were in your late 20s.
Dude, yes.
I was 22. I was just a baby.
I remember that, though.
It's like the older in age you get, it's like
the gap shrinks.
61 and 52,
Same
age.
Same thing. Yep.
21 and 12, gross.
Yep.
Completely different.
Yep. That's so true.
Yeah. That was a fun show, though.
It was.
Westminster, 420.
We played on the front porch of a frat house.
We were supposed to learn 20 songs, 20 cover songs.
I think we had like 12.
I think we had like 9. We learned 9, I think, like semi-good.
Yeah.
3 that we could maybe, a couple
Fake.
like Dave Matthews songs that we could like kind of fake.
And Wagon Wheel.
And then we just played the set like 3
times. And everyone was so hammered. They loved it.
We got that first taste of like, we're on stage. People are handing us shots.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the first show I ever had a shot poured down my throat while I was playing a guitar.
Then you got addicted.
Then that was it.
Now look at us.
Old fashioned. Brought to you by Henthorne Media.
I never drink these, and these are delightful.
So good. It's my go-to.
It's very nice.
Yep.
It's more drinkable than I remember. Probably because I'm a man now.
You're a man.
Like it's got sugar and bitters and water. Like it's not doing a
You're
shot
pretty
of bourbon. Yeah.
Oh, you don't do shots of bourbon?
No. I don't do. I try not to do any shots.
That's That's good.
Unless there's like a lot of peer pressure, then I'll fold.
Shot.
It goes like this. Do a shot. No, I'm good. No, do a shot. Okay. Like,
if you're gonna twist my arm.
but like if I'm like drinking for long periods of time with people, I like to just like stick with beer.
Yeah.
And like ride the
Just
day.
steady. Yeah.
If I'm doing like I drink fast just by nature.
Yeah, me too.
If I stick to these, I'll be 3 or 4 in 2 hours.
I mean,
and just,
woo!
all right.
Yep, there it goes.
Sorry, Sarah. Tonight's getting weird.
Whoopsie.
But if I stick with beer, baby,
That's right.
we're good.
You're good to
We're
go.
Good to go.
I love it.
This is funny. I just ordered these custom
saw.
mic plates from like micplates.com, which
Yeah.
seems like a big. It is a big store, whatever.
Yeah.
And you go on their website and you're like, oh, I know that podcast and I know that podcast. Like, cool.
Yeah.
So I ordered them, and I get an email from TJ, the owner, like a couple hours later. It's like, hey man, you live 3 minutes from us.
Whoa.
I was like, wait, what?
He said, huh?
He goes, I'm dropping these off tomorrow. I'm like, okay, like that would be amazing.
Sweet.
He's like, I'm canceling your shipping. He's like, I'm just gonna drop them off. And I thought I'd just like throw them in the mailbox. Yeah. He like knocks on my door, and he's like, what's up, dude? I got your mic plates. Like, the nicest guy.
That's amazing.
Like, super nice. Like, hand delivered it, and just like runs the shop. And he was
Like here in like O'Fallon?
in St. Peter's. Just he's
That's
like, he's like,
crazy.
I live there, dude.
That's
It was
awesome.
hilarious, you know.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I was like, you want to be on the podcast?
He's like, come on over.
We make cocktails in my basement. It's not weird.
It's not creepy at all.
It's only slightly weird. I'm just having people come over to my house and I kick my family out. It's not weird.
It's so weird.
It's kind of weird.
No, it's not weird at all.
It might be weird.
I don't think so. I think it's a good time.
I just want it to be cool.
But
yeah.
it's not weird because you're friends with everybody or you know everybody. You're not
Yeah.
inviting a stranger.
I
over.
haven't ventured out into someone I haven't met yet.
But still, it's a podcast. That still wouldn't be weird.
And it's like I always wanted to, you know, it's like the old cliche, like I'm in my 30s and I own camera equipment. I have to start a podcast.
Yes.
By law. So I don't know. We're just
love it.
starting.
You're doing it.
We're doing it.
doing it.
And now I got these things which I thought were
They look
cool.
slick.
Thank you. The moment I put it on, insecurity started rising. I'm like, you have 26 subscribers. What are you doing?
That's how it starts.
That's how it starts.
That's how
you
it
know.
starts.
I'm like, people are gonna hate it
Build
for no
it,
reason.
and they will come.
I know, man. It's just like it's just weird posting on the internet with your face
Yeah,
and talking.
you should be used to that by now.
I'm getting more used to it. I've done it like 12 times.
Well, I just meant posting on the internet with your face. You've done that for over a decade.
That's true.
But talking,
Talking's different. And on that point, before we get off the band subject, you were always the one pushing, like, I feel like you were always like shamelessly pushing like the band in such a confident way. And that was like the coolest thing when you first joined, because like I always felt like bad at promoting.
Yeah.
And by bad, I just probably just like a bad mindset. Like the music will be so good, people will just find it.
and we didn't know how to promote back then. We were learning it.
I would argue you did though. Like you just had like a natural instinct where you would be like, I would just see your post, like, all right, like we had the Facebook group. I think it's like Facebook was the
Facebook was the thing
in 2013. That was it.
That was it.
And you would just shamelessly be like, this is my band. Everyone like it. Let's get this up to 300 likes by the end of the day. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's happening. You know, like
we did it.
you just like championed it. You know, like I'm
just do it.
It's like I would like write the songs and like we got to Kevin and you like gathered the fan base.
Man, I tried.
You did.
It was. But you wrote the songs that helped.
Sure,
get the fan base.
We all like, you know,
we were a well-oiled machine.
But
everyone had their role.
That was the thing where I was like so cool when you joined because you were just so good at that and like and promoting and just like not being, even if you got like a bad message or a bad comment, like you were just like a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's carried over into adult life where like you can take on like any project, do anything and make it work. Like, dude, I've talked about. Dude. I'm pretty sure, of course, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before already. But like, you are like a key person in my life for like the reason why I got like into video.
Man,
We were
you make me cry.
It's funny because we were driving to band practice, and you're like, I'm buying an A7 III Sony camera, and I'm gonna be a photographer.
Yeah.
And my knee-jerk reaction was like, you can't
do that.
What are you talking about?
You don't just do that.
You're not a photographer.
Yes, I am.
And then like the next day, you're like, I'm a photographer. Same thing with the band thing.
Yeah.
Like, who wants to book me? And you just started doing it.
Yeah.
And it like clicked something in my brain. I'm like, oh, you can just do stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
just try it out.
Yeah.
And like, I've always had the mindset of, if it doesn't work out, I can sell it and move on to the next thing.
Sure.
But I want to try this, and it makes me happy, and it's fun. And even if I don't make money with it, it's something I still enjoy, you know?
Sure. Yeah, you just have this unapologetic way of just like putting your flag in the sand and being like, this is what I am now. You know?
How?
Deal with it. And I'm convinced, like, if you didn't do that, I don't think I ever would have bought my first camera.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's it. That's wild.
And I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but like, it's just, I
You're
just
doing a
remembered
good
that.
job of it. That's awesome.
Feels good.
Well, I'm glad I bought a camera so we could be sitting here right now doing this.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, that's kind of what I want the podcast to be, is like people who are slowly but surely like building the lives they want to have.
Yeah.
You know, so like I recently like escaped corporate America, and
You did it.
I did it.
You did it.
And have the camera, and again, that's because of like, it's like, you're my friend, of course I went you on the podcast, but like, you're a big reason why like that happened, you know?
Dude, I'm glad. I'm so happy.
So like, if you don't mind just like kind of harping on that a little bit of just talking about, I don't know, doing whatever you feel like doing.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. Ever since I was a little kid, I was always going to be in a band. I was always going to be a musician. That's how I was going to make a living, put bread on the table. And I've always tried to find a way to stick to that plan, even if, you know, it's taken a couple different side roads or exits to get to that final destination. But I don't know. It's just one of those things where I just did what I had to do type thing. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where I think that's a big one too. It's like I can get caught up in like goals and like it's got to be this thing.
Yeah.
Like I thought like you, I was going to become a rock star.
Yes.
Or I was going to die at UPS.
That's it.
Like those are my two options. And Sarah, my wife, would be like,
she's a pretty lady.
She's a nice lady. She's like, there could be a third option. I'm like, get out of here.
No.
Stupid. You know, no, there's not, you know?
Yeah.
And then looking back, like, of course this is it, you know?
Heck
like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's weird how, like, if you're willing to bob and weave with your life, like it's like, let's say, like, the perfect dream would be like, I want to be, like, an all-time low type band, you know? But you're still, like, recording music.
Mm-hmm.
You're still making money doing it.
Yeah.
You're still like checking like most of the boxes.
Yeah. And I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah. Like, sorry you're not super famous, but it's like, but you got like everything else. And arguably, I never became a famous musician. So this could be just, you know,
me neither.
this could just be like trying to make myself feel better, but like maybe even a better life. Like a schedule you can control.
Seriously.
Time to yourself.
You
can do whatever.
Yeah, you're not sleeping in a van in Walmart parking lots. You get to go home most nights to your own bed.
Yeah.
It's a cool thing.
The sweet spot.
Yeah.
Right.
You still get to do what you love and make good money doing it, but then you still have your family and life balance too.
So what's the main current Dan Kerns music priority at the moment? What's happening?
Yeah, so I started playing guitar for a local singer-songwriter named Mark Perkins. It's a country band here in town. Excuse me, I have to burp.
I always have to remind myself doing these, like, because I have the painful pleasure of editing these. So you can just like critique yourself. It's like talk slower. It's okay to pause.
Pause.
think. Like earlier, I couldn't think about Steak and Shake. Like I'll draw blanks. You know,
Yes.
like 80 people on the internet will see this.
They will see it.
Be perfect.
But anyways,
you're good.
take 2.
Yeah, we'll edit this out.
Yes. No, we won't. No.
Definitely not.
The burp's staying in. But anyways, yeah, I'm playing with a guy named Mark Perkins, and he's got a killer band right now, and we're working on original music. He's been in the cover game the last 5, 6, 7 years, and we're still doing that, still doing a lot of the fairs and stuff around town, concert in the parks, the bars on Main Street, that type of thing. But we're also in the process of recording an album. Like a
dang.
Yeah, 5, 6 song EP, potentially 10. We're still talking about how long
Maybe
we want
an
it to
EP,
be.
maybe a record.
Yeah, we'll see. But
we'll say record for now. It sounds cool.
Yeah.
You're doing a full-length record. You're doing a concept album.
Yeah. Yes, that's it. But yeah, we're diving into the original scene, and we've got a great band, a great team around us, and we're excited to kind of get that going. But yeah, that's the main Dan project right now. And then I still have my Dan and Sean acoustic duo, and we play around town too. But
I really want to catch you guys at Fast Eddie's.
I know.
It's my favorite place.
He just got like a new half owner, and he brought in like all new musicians. So we'll see if we get booked there.
We should show him this podcast.
We should.
He sounds super nice.
That's right. Book me, Fast Eddie's. I've
Book
played
Dan.
there 155 times.
Which is more than 150.
Yeah.
So you're over the mark.
Book me and Sean. Do it.
I forget that you guys are doing original music with Mark Perkins. My brain says cover band. I know he has 12 Ounces Away and a couple other singles, but you guys are going to go you're transitioning to like just original music, or how's that working?
So yeah, we're still gonna do the cover kind of bar scene because that's
make that money.
Seriously, cover pays the bills. Original is for fun and dream chasing, so to say. And if something happens with original, heck yeah, that's awesome. But then we still also have the fair circuit.
Sure.
You know, so we're trying to find that line of still making a living, so to say, playing the cover and bar scene, but also trying to transition out of it. So it's going to be like a whoosh.
It's the perfect plan.
That's right. So we'll see what happens.
Those cover shows have to be a blast.
They're so much fun.
But everyone knows the music.
That's it. Everyone knows the music. You play for 4 hours. It's so tiring, but it's so fun.
It's like a workout.
Dude, you cannot put the same energy into like a 10-song original set that you can into a cover, or vice versa.
You got to like pace yourself.
You got to pace yourself. Like me, I love running around on stage. That's my thing. Cover shows, I have to stand there or I'm going to be gassed.
Did you slowly learn this? Or like,
Yes.
was there a learning curve where you're doing your first 4-hour cover gig and Dan is 6 songs in
like,
about to throw up in a bucket?
Seriously, yeah. And then there's still even some of the bigger shows. Like we did the grand opening for the Troy Honky Tonk last weekend, and there was 900 people packed in there, and I
couldn't make it to 1,000.
Nope.
Loser.
Fire code, baby. It was at capacity.
Hey guys, get 1,000, make it happen.
Come on. But I came out swinging, big crowd. They were all into it.
I mean, 900 people. That's legit.
I'm standing on top of speakers, rocking out. Me and Mark are going back and forth. The whole band's kicking, and we get about 3-4 songs in, and I'm like, oh no, I have another 3 hours and 40 minutes to go, and I'm gassed.
Mark, I messed up.
I got too excited.
Mark, can you stop the show?
I need a breather.
This was a bad idea. Well, hopefully, when you go to originals,
yes,
and you keep the jogging up.
That's right. Keep the jogging up.
You can make a tight 7 songs happen.
Dude, 7 to 10 song set is gonna be like. And then I'm going to be like, why did I even come out here to play that?
So like, I shouldn't even pack my guitar.
Yeah,
this is pointless. Do you guys have a date set for recording? Has that started? Is that still like in the writing process? What's going on with that?
So our first...
You're being interviewed now.
Yeah, we've got our first date. I believe it's the weekend of May 22nd, 23rd, something like that, down in Springfield with Kevin Gates.
Hey!
That's right.
I know him.
Heck yeah. And then we're also working with Rob. He's
sweet.
Doing some writing with us, and then also going to produce a song or two as well.
I need to have him on.
Dude, Rob's awesome.
He'd be cool. Like, I get again, the whole like have the life you want, whatever, but especially like being a dad and him like still doing the artist stuff and like that's awesome. Is Rob like getting involved with like writing, or is he producing some tracks on the record too?
For now he's writing, but he's also gonna produce after the first single's out. We're gonna go do a couple of like the songs that he's writing on.
He does good with country stuff.
He does. He kills it.
He did one of yours.
He's done a couple, yeah. But that you did a video for.
I did a music video for it.
2 of them
years ago. That's right.
Yeah. Lynn Creek, Drive Around.
He produced that one.
Yep.
And then
Still Missing You.
Yes.
The one we did in the bar.
Right.
Yeah.
My brain went to Break Me, but that was Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right. He did do that one. He does great with country.
He does great. Yeah. He
Super
kills
good.
it. He kills it.
So getting him involved, and then you get Kevin producing too, man.
Yeah,
and Mark Perkins.
Yeah, we got an A-team.
Mark Perkins.
That's right. We've got an A-team.
That's a good team. So, yeah. I guess I don't want to get ahead of myself or anything, but that's just slowly writing.
Yeah.
Working towards the first EP, working towards the first record.
So
that's exciting.
Yeah, the goal is to have everything out. I guess I can announce it. I don't know, but we're playing the Bull Float Trip this summer.
Oh, cool.
So we
what river is that on?
I don't know. I don't know any of the details.
I'm
yet.
in this bad habit of just like asking my guests like pop quiz questions. What river?
Know.
Tell me now.
Dude,
how long is it?
If you ask me what gig I was playing this weekend, I'd be like, I gotta look at my calendar. I don't know.
Don't get cool in front of me, you son of a bitch. You son of a.
No, it's one of those.
You
things.
son of a bitch.
You know how it is. You know how it is.
I don't know if my memory's getting worse getting older, but yeah.
I'm just like, I'm going to look 3 days from now, and then I'll know what I'm doing.
100%.
Or I can't remember.
Dan, we're just so busy.
We're old.
It's like, no, you're just old and
I'm
dumb.
old, and I can't remember anything anymore.
Well, no, you, I was obviously kidding, but you gig a ton. It's not like when we were doing our thing where it's like, we have a show in 2 months, and let's blow it out. Mm-hmm. You're doing acoustic shows, Mark Perkins shows, random shows.
Yeah.
I feel like when I open up the Facebooks, you're doing like 2 to 3 shows a week.
Yeah, pretty much. Sometimes
which for me
2 days. And
sounds exhausting.
yeah, like last year I was I hit 150 shows.
What?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
And then with Mark, we've got I think close to 75 on the books for this year already, and then plus the Dan and Sean stuff. So
that makes me really happy. Like,
it's a busy year.
When we were doing our band stuff, like you always liked the I swear if you break that glass. You see how thin these are? I have 4 of them. I broke 2 already. they're too they're too thin, and I throw these big ice cubes in them. So like if you break it, like it's only a matter of time.
Just die.
Either you do it or I will break it later this year. Like it looks cool. Like it's like this cool like minimalist like glass. It's great. But then you put a mountain in there. Or the way I did it.
Ice. Look at that ice.
Look at that ice. Ooh. The way I used to like hand carve my clear ice.
Yeah.
This is a mold. So I would hand carve it, and sometimes it'd be slightly too big. But if you have like a sturdy glass, you can put it in there and like kind of swirl it, and it would drop.
Yeah, it'll melt. Yeah.
So I would put it in there, slightly too big.
Whoopsies.
You would think I would learn my lesson the first time, but I've done that twice.
You got to try it twice. First time could have been a fluke.
Right. So I would break it. You always liked playing live.
Yeah.
The most.
That's my favorite part.
It's your favorite part.
Favorite part.
And now you did 150 shows.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
It was a grind. It was amazing. It was tiring, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I want to hit 200.
Whoa.
That's my goal. I want to do, whether it's this year, 10 years from now, I want to hit 200 shows in a year. That's my goal.
I feel like you need a trophy for that.
There's guys in town who do 375 gigs a year.
What?
No, seriously.
That math don't mathin'.
No, there's some full-time acoustic guys. There's
every day
two
plus
or
a couple
three.
double days.
Yeah, that do,
gosh.
and that they just play full-time, and they just wreck it, man. They just go to town.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's great.
You got to get good doing that.
Yeah. Well, he's done it. One of the guys, it's my friend Johnny Chase, but he's been playing music acoustic since 2006 as his career, and he's built up his repertoire, and he's a really good kind of role model if you're trying to do that kind of same thing.
Without getting too numbery, but like how much ballpark it do you think like someone like that could make in a year, just acoustic gigging their ass off?
Yeah, so
if someone's watching this and they want to do it, like, maybe I'll quit my job and figure that out.
So you can average, if you're solo acoustic, you can average between 200 to 300 a gig pay plus tips. If you're a duo, you're going to get a little less. They'll pay maybe 300-400 for the duo. And then full band, it just depends on your band, how good you are, how big the brand is. Anywhere from 500 to 5,000 a gig. Just depends. And
then just obviously take those numbers and multiply it by how much you want to do it. Like, but you can make a living doing it.
Yeah, you can make. It's not uncommon to make $600 in a weekend. Do three gigs.
Yeah,
$600-700.
I just asked because again, I think, I don't know. There might be people like myself who thought like, if you don't get that record deal, arena, but like there could be another option where it's like you could, if you hate your job, and you love music, you can find a way to do it.
You can.
You might not have like a clone named after you, but you can still make a living doing your thing.
Yeah, and like I said, you're in your own bed at night. You play around town. Like for me, I book basically 3 hours around the St. Louis area. So it's if I'm a little farther, I might get a hotel room for the night. But most nights, just drive on home. You're in bed. You're home the next morning.
Are you a power through, drive home kind of guy, or
I am. I am.
You beat me to it. Like, yes. See, I'm regressing, and maybe it's because I have 3 kids at home. But if I can score a night,
that's fair. That's fair.
Take
just
a beat,
chill.
like, set around beat. I gotta
stay.
Well, I have a number. It's like it's. I would say depending on how late the gig wraps up.
Yeah.
And if I'm over 3 hours, I'll typically get a place.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like if it's 11 p.m. and it's a 3 hour, like I'm not driving.
That's fair.
Yeah.
For me, it's on the other side. It's how early do I have to wake up the next morning? And that determines if I power through or stay.
Totally.
Yeah. Because I'm like...
Because you might have work on Monday.
Yeah, right. Because it's like, if I'm playing on Saturday night and I know I don't have to be up till 1 o'clock on Sunday, I might power through, get done with a gig at midnight or 1, and then get home. I play Main Street Honky Tonk till 1. I get home 3:30 after breakdown and all that. So it's just power through. If I'm home before 4 a.m., I'll drive home.
Sweet Moses.
Yeah.
What?
It's weird.
4 a.m.
Yeah, man.
My bedtime's 9:45.
It's weird. During the week,
I'm 100 years old,
dude. It's like I live 2 separate schedules. Like during the week, I work at a middle school as my day job, so to say.
Right.
And that's a 7 to 3 gig. I'm up at 5:30. On the weekends, I flip my whole schedule. I'm playing till 1, or like next weekend, we're Midwestern downtown. We play 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I'll get home at about 4. And it's like weekends I'm on opposite schedules, and it just
totally
flops.
Well, that's the other thing I want to talk to you about is you hit on a big topic. Is you got a solid job. You work at a school.
Yeah.
You can stop. You can just get that paycheck.
I could.
You can have more time to yourself. You can chill. You can have 6 more of those.
Oh, baby.
Why still do music? Why do you keep going?
I love it.
You love it.
I don't know anything else. If I stopped playing music, I wouldn't be Dan. It wouldn't be right.
But like I'm obviously I'm kidding, but like how many people like I don't know. I don't want to be judgy, but like we'll make like an excuse. Like I got a job, or I got the wife, or I got the kid, and like it's over for me, So like I love people who like You check all the boxes. You got a lovely lady. You know.
Yeah.
You got.
She's wonderful.
You got a nice place. You got some dogs. You got a nice job. She's got a job. You know.
Yeah.
And yet.
Still got to chase.
Well, it's not even chasing. Like I would categorize it as you're doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
I get it. Doesn't feel like it. You know, when you're in it, you're so close.
Sure.
But it's just like, to me, I'm still chasing that dream. I don't know.
I like that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, for me, this is going to sound weird.
Go for it, dude.
We have checked a lot of our musical journey boxes together.
Sure.
I want to play a damn amphitheater.
Hell yeah.
End.
Period.
Then I could die happy.
Given the boxes you have already checked, just you saying that, I have zero doubt you will do that.
I hope so.
Like
one day.
Dude, you're 31.
Yeah.
You know, and here's some truth. You will do it, and it won't be a big deal.
It'll be weird.
Dude, like we've done some things that like if you would have told me like 5 years ago, I'd be like, oh, that'd be like I could die happy. I feel the same.
Yes,
it was fine.
Yeah, dude. Yes, seriously.
It was very. I don't want to get like too blow up or smoke, you know, whatever. But like talking to Zach last week, like he was super flattering and just like he opened for us like early 2020, and he told us a very nice story. He's like, you took me to the green room and you gave me a White Claw, and like you guys just got back from like recording in DC, and you were like, we were backstage and having drinks. He's like, and me doing that with you was like, I made it.
That's
you know?
awesome,
and
dude.
I was like, wait, what? You know, I go, I guarantee that night I felt exactly like you did.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I'm just a shithead trying to like make a dream happen.
Yes.
And you're a nice guy. And I'm like, you want a beer or
yes.
White Claws were popular back then.
They were. That was the
and
seltzer.
It was yeah. And that's kind of my, if I can ever give advice, it's just like, you always feel the same.
You do.
You know, I felt the exact same.
Every stepping stone you hit, you're just like, we're doing it. We're doing it. But when you're in the moment, you're just like, I don't want to say going through the motions, but
sure.
Like I said earlier, you're so close to it. It doesn't feel like you're here. Doesn't feel like I'm living my dream.
Well, does it ever? It's like when you sorry if you heard. There's clicking going on here, and I have yet to find out why it happens.
Unacceptable.
But I always twist them because it makes me feel like I'm fixing it, but I don't think it is.
That's very handy of you.
Yeah. So like playing an amphitheater, you know, or you said like I'm still like chasing.
Yeah.
Which, you know what? I love that. Like, no, feeling like in your gut, like I'm not done. I'm still trying to reach a next level.
Yeah. Level up.
Level up. But like, I hope you feel like happy with your current like.
Oh yeah,
like where
dude,
you're at.
I'm content.
That's the shit. It's like that's the motto. Like, be happy with today and try to make tomorrow 1% better.
That's it. If you just keep building, just build
and like
slowly build,
and like, dude, like 100%, you're gonna make that happen.
Maybe we'll see.
No, it's gonna happen.
I hope so.
I said this last week too, but have you written that down?
No,
it's my cheesy.
I know it is,
dude. It's so lame. It's so hippie, but like there's science behind it.
Write it down.
And
look at it.
Get yourself a moleskin or a moleskine.
What'd you call me?
Notebook, and write that shit down, man. And look at it.
Look at it.
It takes 5 minutes, and for whatever reason, there's a better chance of it happening.
I'm gonna do that tonight,
dude. It's like I started doing it 2 years ago, so I'm on my third journal or diary, whatever you want to call it. And like our big ass calendar,
yes.
I'll just like I'll take the back of the notebook and I'll write out like 2025 goals.
Yeah.
And then you just like a wish list, you know.
Yeah.
And then just and I'll make like little boxes, and throughout the year you start slowly checking them off.
That's awesome.
You won't hit all of them,
but it feels good.
But you'll progress.
Yes. Level up.
You'll level up. So
that's cool.
Yeah, man. That day's gonna happen, and I want to be backstage and having another old fashioned.
You're darn tootin',
Come on,
baby.
You can do it. You can do it.
Come on.
But when you said amphitheater,
yeah,
are you talking like? arena, like Riverport, like what's the Dan Kearns like
Dude,
cliche vision?
Dude, since we started Captains, this would sound super cheesy and weird.
Of course.
But I would be, going through our set list and, rehearsing by myself, just to playing along with the songs and getting my moves down and all that. And, but I always pictured myself walking out on the Riverport Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, whatever it's called this week, walking out on that stage to my hometown crowd and just seeing people in the crowd that like I grew up with, I went to school with, and just making it a big party of like friends and family, and then a bunch of drunks in the lawn.
Hell yes.
Heck yes.
Dude, it's gonna happen. Write it down.
That's right.
And then we'll play this clip. And I'll film it.
And this is when we start the show.
And we'll make a little video for let's say future us. And the clip happens. Hey Dan, your dream happens now. Cuts to the clip.
Yes.
Hey man, I think you've already accomplished bigger things than that. So when you say that's your biggest goal, I'm like, you got that in the bag.
Well, thanks, buddy. I hope so.
Piss off.
And die.
And die.
That's me and Mike's demented dark joke to each other. Whenever we say something, we end our text with "and die." Yeah. But it means I love you, really. At least that's what I thought it meant.
I thought we were being mean. I'm like, screw this guy.
Die.
It's like you realize we're having like two different messages.
Wait a second. I'm out of here.
You're one of those like 5 people like I text like frequently,
yeah,
but like
same.
but like rarely see.
Dude, seriously.
So this is very nice.
It's great. We saw each other every week, 2 to 3 times a week for the better part of 10 years.
Yeah.
Better part of 10 years.
You were like a business partner where you would be the people that I would like call at the end of the day, just like,
yeah,
how we doing?
Check in.
Check in.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Seriously.
Oh man. Our 20s, baby.
Our 20s, what a ride.
So fun.
So awesome.
And again, it's just like
let's touch on our ride.
Let's touch on our ride. What do you want to talk about?
You driving a Kia?
Am I driving a Kia?
Our ride.
No, I'm driving a Nissan Rogue, baby.
Oh, that's right.
I don't want to brag. Yeah, so
he leveled up.
The UPS car was a Nissan Rogue.
That's
right.
I
quit that job, and then I bought a Nissan Rogue.
You like the car?
I like Nissans.
That's fair.
I'm not a car guy.
Me neither.
So Nissan just feels like the basic car.
It feels right.
It's like, I don't know. The only dream car I have is the Volkswagen Bus.
Heck yes.
Yeah, that's
what color?
Oh, seafoam green.
Yes.
Like seafoam green, the Volkswagen Bus with like the extra windows on top.
Oh yeah.
That for some reason add like an extra $50,000 to the car.
Because windows,
but like modern engine, like power steering, like a good stereo, like probably like $120,000. But when I'm 53 and I own a coffee shop, that's what I'm driving to work.
Do it.
Dan, that's my dream.
You're gonna do that easy.
Thank you.
Espresso.
Yay! Foreshadowing. It's like, going back to music, like that was your biggest dream. Like my biggest musical dream was to like cut a record.
Yep.
And buy it at Best Buy.
Yes.
With like the jewel case.
Yes.
And the barcode. And like dude,
same.
Gosh, I thought that was gonna happen. Like
we were so close. And then CDs died.
I thought that was for sure gonna happen. That didn't happen. And then I never thought of the amphitheaters. Like as far as live shows go, I went to like a pageant sized venue, and really,
what you've done.
Hey,
in Georgia,
my dreams came true, and we played Delvar Hall, whatever. But like I guess like for me, it would have been like it'd be cool to have like a 3-month run. Have a little laminate, and like just like I would love to play the same set.
3 months in a row.
3 months in a row where it's just polished, that.
Oh, it'd be so fun.
That's as big as my daydream got. I never made it to amphitheater.
We could have done it.
You mentioned like let's talk about our 20s in music. If anyone's watching and they have like that on their mind to get like very inside baseball. I'll ask speed round.
Do it.
Questions.
Love it.
Favorite song from our first band, Captain's Courageous.
Man.
Which should be on Spotify. Maybe it's not. If not, it's on YouTube.
Some of them are not.
There you go.
We need to work on getting those back up somehow. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Well, I'm not techie. Favorite song, Captain's Courageous. Is it bad to say the first one? It's worth it?
Ooh, no.
It's worth it.
Dang, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Because that's the one song I wrote like in my bedroom with an acoustic guitar completely alone.
That's amazing.
So the fact that that's your favorite
Yes.
is very flattering.
So good.
Because you like wrote like the chord like opening intro riff like Calling You Out.
Yeah.
And,
I do like Calling You Out.
like I thought maybe you would gravitate towards that or more on like the poppy side. But
yeah.
you went for the first like
I did,
pop
dude.
punk like
that was
right up the middle.
that was the first song I ever heard come be like played back in the studio.
Okay, yes.
Where I'm like,
Let's talk about that.
Oh shit. This
Okay.
is a real band. This is a real song.
The first my favorite thing about being in a band, because we're just gushing now.
Fill me up.
Need some agua.
Aqua.
I don't want to brag, but this is
Thank
This
you.
is Voss.
Oh.
And by that I mean I got this from my tap upstairs. But if you put it in a glass container, you can. This is Fiji.
And it's $8 a glass.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
Why are we 12?
This is bad. I love it. Yes. So my favorite part about being in a band is the studio.
Yes.
I love the studio.
That's why we're such a good team.
Dude, yes. But I feel like I cut you off. Talk about
No.
like the first studio experience.
Dude,
With It's Worth It, yeah.
it's worth it. That's the first time we ever really got to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
It was me and you, strangers, in a car driving down to Springfield, Missouri at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Which could be super awkward.
But we bonded over A Rocket to the Moon, Brian Roach, and probably like All Time Low, Mayday, just all them pop punk bands.
This was still exactly me, Brian Roach. This was me still getting to know you. And again, it's like that trip is when my like perception of you
Yeah.
like cracked. Because I thought like, I don't know, like you were like this, scary is the wrong word, but like
Scary emo
maybe slightly
kid.
yeah, just like this emo kid, quiet, like I just thought we weren't gonna gel, you know.
Yep.
And we go to pick you up at your house, and your mom's there,
There she was.
Miss Debbie, Mrs. Kerns.
Hey, Mom.
Who couldn't? She's so nice, and she was like so like, obviously as a mother would like
Yeah.
driving to Springfield. You're 19, like that's
Yeah.
Of course you're an adult, but you're still a kid.
And we're leaving at 11:30 at
We're
night.
leaving late. We're hitting the road, and she's got like water packed.
Yeah.
She's got like your EpiPen. She's got Uncrustables, and she's like, "You call me," and I'm like, "Oh, like this is a nice guy. He's got a mom. He's got a mom." Dan, it humanized you. You know, I was like, "Oh, this could be like
This could be cool.
like you're a person, obviously." And we got in the car, like you said, like A Rocket to the Moon. Brian Roach was like a local artist that like I thought only I knew, and you knew him. And we just started bonding over music, and we had a 3.5 hour car ride. And our old drummer Adam Beams, I just remember him being asleep in the back
Yeah,
the
he was
entire
asleep.
time.
Yep.
And we just like shared a dream together.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is all I want to do. And you're like, this is all I want to do. And I was like, and we're kind of testing each other. Would you like this band? Do you like Blink? Do you like this band? Do you like this?
one?
Do you like it? And it was like, oh,
I don't think we missed.
like we're like, and it wasn't like, oh, yeah, like
one song, they're hit.
yeah, they're cool. You know, but it was very much like dude, our musical taste.
Yeah, it was
up.
perfect.
Because I thought maybe you were more like metal or whatever. You know,
You would think.
like Avenged Sevenfold or like
I
nothing
did-
wrong with those.
I
bands.
did like those bands.
But I was more like I was strictly like pop rock. You know, like that's
Yeah.
all. And then sure enough, like you liked it too, and I was like, oh, we have an idea for this project, and you just hit on something super cool. Where it's like it was the first time like we heard a professional recording. And I remember hugging our singer Tom at the end of that. Like I like embraced him. I was like, dude, we did it.
We did it.
Like, thank you.
And we were like, what if we could do two?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yes.
That was like, I think we were going for the second single, but we get there. We meet Kevin. He was scary. He was 9 feet tall.
He was.
And yeah, I remember we showed him a bunch of songs.
We did.
He hated all of them.
He was like, what did you bring me?
And he's no, we showed. Do you remember this? We showed him a few songs, and he left the room.
Oh my God. I forgot about that.
We showed him like
Memory Unlocked. I remember.
Penguins Don't
Yeah,
Fly, Come Clean, Speechless Promise, like a few
Yes.
songs. Like, just
He's like, do you have anything else?
just shitty demos that I slaved over. You know, this was like,
Yes.
this was my heart.
Yes.
I
You're,
wrote
like,
these
ripping
songs.
them out.
And he left, and I don't know how it happened, but we started playing March Forward was what It's
Yes.
Worth It was called. And you know, I'm playing the acoustic riff, and then Tom's doing the
whoa,
that whatever.
yeah.
And then Kevin, not far away from the kitchen, you hear him
What
say
was
like,
that?
"Oh, that's cool." You know, I was like, and I remember, oh, God, we might have something. Holy shit, you know. And he's like, play it again, and we went through it. It's worth it. And I was like, oh my gosh,
That's
like,
the one.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
And we had that first day, and like you said, man, like we recorded that song, whether it was day 1 or day 2, but like we added like the lead riffs over it.
Yes.
And we heard like Tom sing the chorus over it, and it was just that first time you have an idea and heard it legitimately. Like,
Yeah. Come to life.
not that it was like a big radio single, but it was in that ballpark of like, it's a real recorded song.
Yeah. It could have been
I got
with the right marketing behind it.
I got teary-eyed. I'm
Yeah.
like, we recorded a song.
Yeah, dude. Seriously. We're like, we did it. We did it.
We did it. You know, that was whatever.
Yeah.
It was a dream come true in that
It was.
moment. You know?
It was huge. Yeah.
Because before you joined the band, we cut an EP of Captain's Courageous with a producer in St. Charles. I can't remember his name. Jordan from Hounds actually recommended him, and
Nice. They're
we,
in Nashville now.
they're so good.
Yeah.
They're so good.
But continue.
But I don't know if he was recorded with him or not, but he recommended this producer. I think he was just starting out. Long story short, did not go well.
Oh no.
And I
yeah.
remember like I slaved over this. It was essentially the same like EP,
EP,
you know.
yeah.
And I burned a copy of it and I listened to it like in a Bass Pro like parking lot, and I'm like, this is not.
Like,
it
no.
just, dude, it was just sloppy. You know, I'm
Well,
like,
it's
this
a
is-
demo.
It was, dude. It was barely demos. Like, it was just bad. And I remember being 21,
Yeah.
and I was praying in my bedroom, and I was like, God, like, am I done? Like, if this is gonna like start, like, let it freaking start. Like, this,
Right.
This sucks.
Yeah.
You know. And then we found Kevin and you, and it all worked out. But so hearing that like just 6 months later. Right, like that was like November, December, and then just in April, like, do you hear it for real? I was like, thank God, you know, like this, like
That's
in truest sense of the words, like thank you, like
Yes.
we're here doing it. So
it's a good
yeah,
feeling.
It's a good feeling. And then yeah, like when we're doing Another You, the second single,
Yes.
and then you were like, imagine if we did like 5 songs. It's the best.
And then he was on your podcast.
He's like one of my best friends. You know,
He's
like
awesome.
it's like it's one of those things we're talking about with age. Like I was 21 and he was 31 when we met. So again,
That's crazy.
he's an adult. He's in his 30s.
He was my
Ew.
age now when we met.
Yeah, you know.
That's wild.
So he was like
Yeah.
a grown up, and now that I'm 33 and he's 43 or around that age,
Yeah.
same age.
Dang.
it feels
Yeah,
like the
it's
same age.
It
you know?
does. It does.
So what I'm trying to say is he's really old and we're super young.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that guy. I hope he's listening.
I hope you're listening, Kevin.
Oh, dude, I've told this before, but like that guy, like when I think about my 20s,
Oh, dude.
like besides gushing about you and Rachel and everyone I've
Yes.
done music with, like I go, Kevin, like it's your room in that studio that
Yes.
it gave
some of the best
it
moments.
gave my life purpose, baby.
It
for
did.
that decade, like it.
Yes.
Whenever you feel like you're wasting time, it's like, dude, it was just
Well,
it was the best.
I just remember like we would get off of school or off of work and drive into Springfield. That was like our Friday night. We're like, oh, we're driving to Springfield through the night. You're going to get 3 hours of sleep on a hardwood floor, and then go wake up and record. But that was like, for us, it was exciting. We're like, we're doing it, man. This is awesome. Yeah.
It was the
And
best.
looking back, it's just like, damn, we were
They're the
cutting
records,
our
baby.
teeth. There they are.
Them are the records for people who can't see. My records never made it to platinum status, so I framed them myself.
Only aluminum. We win aluminum,
They win
baby.
aluminum. Yeah.
Some went double aluminum.
Yeah. Hey, we had to print a few copies.
Yeah.
You want to make another cocktail?
Let's do it.
Let's do
Why
it.
not?
I need more juice.
Cut.
And we're back. This time with the reload with the Luxardo cherries.
Don't you forget the cherry, baby. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, baby. Tap.
I don't know why I did that like a shot, but you
It's-
know.
It's cool.
Down the hatch.
Chris did it too.
And he's the coolest.
He's the coolest. Dude, how good is alcohol?
It's so tasty.
I love it.
That cherry just
I don't know if that's I don't think it's standard with an old fashioned. Maybe it is. But I like it.
delightful.
I like it. It's a nice little treat at the end. I'm not a big cherry guy,
I'm going to eat it.
but yeah, we have to because apparently Luxardo cherries cost $25 a jar,
Don't you forget it.
or at least like $23.
$22.95.
If I look up
Target.
Luxardo cherries, how much?
1 million.
$21.95
With tax, 25.
with tax, baby. $34.
Yeah, $34.96.
I couldn't believe it.
Are you paying cash or card?
Put it this way. I got the Maker's Mark and the Luxardo cherries at Total Wine. The cherries cost more than the Maker's Mark.
That's so messed up.
What?
And what? Apparently, we need to be cherry farmers, Mike.
Dude, let's go in the cherry business.
Come on.
We're just talking about our dreams for an hour. You want to make cherries?
Cherries.
Oh, brother.
Jeez.
No, this is very good.
Delightful.
Do you have any big St. Patrick's Day plans coming up? This will probably come out in 2 weeks, but right now St. Patrick's Day is this Tuesday.
Monday.
It's Monday.
Yeah.
Is it Monday?
It's Monday. You know why I know?
Why do I think it was
because I
Tuesday?
have a gig on a Monday.
No kidding.
Yes.
Dan. You are correct.
That's right.
Um,
But yeah, St. Patty's. I'm playing every single day. I play Saturday with Mark. I play Sunday with Sean, and then I play Monday, St. Patrick's Day, with Mark at Two Shamrocks.
where's Two Shamrocks?
O'Fallon, like off Highway K, I believe.
I don't know.
It's over there by like the. It's across from like the Recplex, or not Recplex, Renaud Center.
Okay, I got you.
Like over there on. Oh man, I'm so bad with directions. There's a pizza place, Domino's over there.
I know
like
exactly.
Highway K. Yeah.
That complex over there by the golf course. Yeah,
Jeep
I got you.
dealership. Yeah.
My new go-to place is called Shamrocks.
Oh, I've heard Shamrock's Pub.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
I've heard of it. Is there an upstairs?
It used to be called Cork and Barrel. It's like 2 minutes from here.
Oh, is it Cottleville?
No, it's still Mid Rivers. It's like Schnucks by the bank. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, over by like the Rack House.
No.
Oh, I'm thinking of something different.
It's literally, if you come out of my subdivision, make a left,
Yeah.
find the 7-Eleven, make
Yep.
a right. It's on that road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But it's a great Irish pub.
That's awesome.
So I want to go there on Monday
Do it.
and drink multiple Guinness.
Or come to Two Shamrocks and get weird with me.
Nah, my friend Dan's there, and
Yeah,
it gets-
It
it gets
a little
weird. We start talking about dreams and stuff. But like,
And then we're gonna form a band, and then,
it sounds very self-indulgent, but whatever. We can talk about whatever you want. But I want to set the record clear, anyone listening. This is what we do all the time.
it is,
I've been very fortunate to have you in my life, Dan, because like
dude.
we,
Likewise,
we shared the same dream, and you were always the person we'd call and just kind of
dream.
just
We were
dream about it,
We were
you know?
dreamers together. As cheesy as it sounds,
but
Dude.
we were, and
well, I felt like at the time you were like the only person who really got what we were trying to do.
totally.
And we would call each other, text each other every day for the better part of 10 years.
Yeah, we still do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we still do.
We
and we're not even quote unquote business partners right now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Now we're just best friends.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
now we're just like people who like each other.
Eh.
But yeah, it's like
He forced me to be here.
I gave you $50, and you threw it at
He
me.
bought me $25 cherries.
Dude, it about costs like $50 an episode now. I'm like, yeah, we'll make a
Damn.
cocktail. And every time I gotta get like a bottle of booze, some garnish, it's, but again, it's
Butt frosty.
Butt Frosties. It's by design. It's just an excuse to buy bar stuff. Because
It's a good excuse.
It's always been like a hobby of
I
mine.
know.
And
You've always had fun with it.
I love it. So like when I started my own podcast, I was like, let's make it a part of the show. And now like this will eventually be like a bar. I'm gonna put like a countertop and like shelves and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because right now it's just a fold out table with a tablecloth.
It works.
It works.
Looks classy.
Yeah, but it will be a bar this summer.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mike's Pub. Henthorne Pub and Grill.
Maybe we'll get a neon sign.
You need one.
We'll see.
Do you like neon signs?
I like neon signs.
I didn't think so.
You can't see it, but I have a fetish for beer neon signs.
Yeah, you have a lot.
This is my cheesy thing is that's the beer menu. So if you come over, you want a beer, that's the
Heck.
you can order it.
Deal. Give me a PBR.
There you go.
Sold out.
You're right, sold out. Yeah, so we'll get the bar going, and then it's fun. It's fun learning how to make cocktails. It's a nice hobby because you could be an alcoholic, but no one judges you.
Because it's a cocktail.
If you drink alcohol out of clear ice, you're not an alcoholic. You're
classy.
classy.
I'm better than you.
If this was just whiskey, you have a problem. If it's clear ice, like, oh, he's trying, like he knows what he's doing.
Mike,
Yeah.
I would almost go as far to say as this is as good as an old fashioned as we got at the Fox in Nashville.
My man. Cheers, my brother.
Cheers.
Come on. It's all the same stuff. It's hard to mess up.
Better ice.
Yeah. They had good ice.
They did. They had the long, like the butter stick ice.
So get this. I got this from Ice Made Clear.
Yeah.
And the molds. And I go, I really wish they had the bars, whatever they call it. Like,
long, yeah, like the
Collins glass ice. I sent them an email.
Yes, you're like, make one like this.
Because I went to their website. They only have the big cubes and the small cubes.
Come on.
And onto it, like next to it said, what should we have next? Diamonds, spheres? I'm like, no. So I emailed them. I was like, hey, just bought your product. Like, any chance you're getting like long Collins glass cubes? And oddly enough, they responded back the same day. And they go, not only are we doing it, they're already made. We're just working on
my God.
like the website photos. It should be live
marketing.
in the next like month. And I was like, all right.
Well, when that goes live, let me know because I'm gonna buy some.
Dude, I like a good Tom Collins. It makes me feel
yeah.
It makes me feel fancy.
Heck yes, dude. I've been doing like Arnold Palmies with a little vodka in there.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, I miss Arnold Palmer. I'm an actual golfer.
I'm not.
And he died. That was a bad day.
That guy died.
Yeah, you're a jerk.
So
You're
I
drunk.
have. No, I'm not. So you want to know a funny story about Arnold Palmer?
Sure.
My grandma on my mom's side used to play cards or bridge with his wife.
What?
Yeah. They
What?
used to be in like a card club together.
Stop it.
Yeah, no, I swear. Yeah.
I hate that I legitimately love that fact. For real.
No, yeah. For real.
She had to have met him.
Yeah, like he would come and like pick her up, and according to my mom, all the girls would be like, "Oh, hey, Arnie."
That's amazing.
It was all before really I was alive, so I don't really know.
Dude,
but,
he's one of the like he's in the top 3 discussion of greatest golfers of all time. You have like Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer. It's like that's it.
Where does Phil Mickelson fit in?
He's there.
Is he top 10?
Put it this way, Phil Mickelson, if he for sure top 10, arguably top 5.
Nice. I do like Philip.
If Tiger never existed,
Yeah,
you would have had video games and all that stuff named after Phil.
that's crazy.
When you look at the Masters that or the majors, the golf tournaments that Phil Mickelson has won, it's impressive. When you see how many times he came in second
To Tiger?
it sucks.
That's probably his nemesis.
Dude, well, like he was like Phil back in the day, like
Yeah.
he was slightly before Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
He was like
He was the man.
He was the kid.
Yeah.
He was the up and coming dude. And then this beautiful guy named Eldrick Woods came about and started kicking ass.
His name's Eldrick?
His name is Eldrick.
I never knew that.
Oh, really?
I never. No.
His Tiger Woods' dad fought in Vietnam, and someone like through, I don't know the exact story, but someone in their platoon saved his life.
Whoa.
And his name was Tiger, and he was so like grateful, and he goes, "I'm gonna name my
Whoa.
firstborn son after you." So
Dang.
it was Eldrick, but then his nickname was
like-
Tiger, and that's what they called him.
That's cool.
So yeah, so it was like after like someone who saved him life in war.
Dang.
And I think it was Vietnam, and that's why he's called Tiger Woods. But yeah, his real name's Eldrick.
I had no clue.
Yeah, what a
No
dork.
clue. That's crazy.
But yeah, dude, if Tiger never existed, like Phil Mickelson was like he would have had the video games and all. He was that good.
That's cool.
Dude, he won the U.S. Open like a few years ago at the age of 51.
I remember that.
Just absurd.
Yeah, I remember that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why when I think of pro golf, I always go to Phil.
Dude, because he's in the discussion. I would say top 5.
Nice.
I would say top 5 players, like right off the bat, would be Tiger, Jack Nicklaus, like in no specific order.
Yeah.
Probably Jack Nicklaus, the GOAT, just because he's won the most majors.
Right.
I still think Tiger is technically better.
Fair.
I always throw Arnold in there.
Oh, yeah. Great beverage.
For sure. It's crazy. Arnold Palmer's parents named him after a drink. I throw Phil in the discussion.
Yeah.
And then to go old school, probably Bobby Jones.
Don't even know who that is.
You son of a bitch. You've heard of the Masters.
I've heard of it.
The
green jacket.
The green jacket. He started that tournament.
That's cool.
He was the first.
clue.
He was
Yeah.
the first one to win the 4 majors in 1 year.
Okay.
The Grand Slam back in the day, and then through his winnings and monies and his career, started Augusta National in Georgia.
What?
And started the Masters.
That's cool.
And
And
then-
what's his name?
Bobby Jones.
Bobby Jones.
Yes. There's
awesome.
there's a movie
I'll have to check it
called
out.
Bobby Jones: A Stroke of Genius.
Okay.
Starring Jim Caviezel, who played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ.
Okay.
Directed by Mel Gibson.
Nice.
He's a real
Yeah.
actor. So yeah, he started the Masters, and that tournament started because it was like a golf tournament between him and his buddies,
Okay.
and this was like,
Dang.
and then it grew to be what it is today.
That's awesome.
This is the part of the show where you realize I'm a huge golf nerd.
I love it. I love it. I wish I learned golf as a kid because
Even
now
better,
I
man.
suck.
Like Step Brothers, even better. We can learn it in our 40s.
Yes.
Or do it in our 40s.
I love it.
Because, dude, you can play golf till you're 80.
With more back pain.
You can start now and still play golf for the majority of your life.
That's so true.
You stupid slut.
You stupid son of a bitch.
You know?
That's so true.
And you've picked it up a few times.
I can hit the ball. I just don't know where it's going to go.
If you play bad, it's fine.
I do.
Just play fast. And you can
Yes.
and you can play wherever.
There you go. Just hit the ball and move. Get out the way.
If you're going to suck, just don't take 5 practice swings.
just
and
don't
take forever.
suck for 5 hours.
Just play fast. Yeah.
I can do that.
Dude, I could picture us in 5 years
Hitting
going
the
on golf
course.
trips and hitting the... Dude, of course.
This
I-
summer, we need to go at least hit some balls.
Let's do it. Let's go. Let's find like a time where it's not super busy, and let's go play 9 holes. Let's just,
I might suck.
dude.
Or I will
You
suck.
will suck. I suck. Just go out there and just do your best. You
I'm
know?
going to shank 3 balls into the highway.
You'll get a better feel for it. You know.
That's fair.
Because like the range is fun, but dude, you wake up early. You pack a cooler of beer. You're not supposed to bring it in. You sneak it
do
in
it
anyways. You get a little JBL speaker. Clip. You're playing some yacht rock. I'm talking Hall & Oates, baby.
Ooh.
Yes. Hall & Oates.
Yes.
Come on. Full yacht
Let's
rock mode.
go.
You're just playing 9 holes, which is two and a half hours.
Nice.
Kind of cold.
Par
you know?
3.
Par 3. Dude, it's the best.
I love it.
You open up a beer. We told ourselves we wait for the 3rd hole. We crack it open on the 2nd.
Yes.
And you just have a couple beers. You drive a golf cart.
And then we play bumper cars.
You're out in the fresh air. Like I'm telling you, like forget your score, just play fast. You would love golf.
I know I would. I just got to learn how to hit the ball straight.
That's the key.
That's it. Sometimes it goes straight. Sometimes it shanks to the right. Don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll do it.
We'll figure it out.
Woo!
We'll do it up. Moving on.
On to the next segment.
I always we'll get cheesy for a second.
Let's do it.
We'll do a 180.
180.
I'm trying to ask every guest like advice for anyone listening. Let's say like you said, like, oh, I'm still like trying to play an amphitheater. I'm still trying to like attack like my biggest dream. Mm-hmm. That said, you have accomplished a lot of things that people, I'm sure, would like to get to that stage. Like that 19-year-old version of you.
Yeah.
Those two kids driving to Springfield with a dream. Like
so naive.
Like again, like we haven't like made it or like done anything huge, but but still, like if
we had a good run at it.
If you would have shown those kids like what we've done, they'd be stoked.
Yeah, they would have thought we made it.
Sure. So that's still like someone listening or watching is like, I would kill to do what you're doing now and just get to that level where I'm working with, a Kevin Gates or a Matt Squire or a Nick Wheeler in Nashville, and like they're doing producer stuff, and you're playing 200 shows a year, like that's still a big deal.
Yeah.
What advice would you give that person of how to slowly work towards that direction?
It's gonna sound cheesy, just do it. Nike. But but no, seriously, like just start. That's the hardest part. Start. Well, the hardest part is showing up every day after you start. Be consistent with it and just work towards a small goal every single day. Wake up, put 30 minutes aside, an hour aside, whatever it is. Put just a small block of time away to work on what you are aiming to do, your goals, and then just figure out how to do it. And then, like, for me, it's just like, okay, stepping stones. We did this. Now, how do we get here? And then I don't know, it just all falls into place if you're consistent. Consistency is key. Yeah. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I think that's great.
I don't know.
That's great. Like I'll try to regurgitate that back to you.
Yes.
Like you said, it's simple, but like showing up every day, staying consistent. I think you hit on a big one. Like, hey, if you have like big dreams or big aspirations, like that's tough.
Yeah.
What are you doing right now today to do it?
Yeah.
So let's say
exactly.
you want to make a record.
Yeah.
That's a big goal. What can you realistically do today? You can take 30 minutes and find a producer within 5 hours. Write that on a piece of paper.
Write it down.
Stop.
Yep.
Today's done. What are you doing tomorrow? Find 2 more.
Yeah. And then research them.
And then on Wednesday, send a couple emails.
Yes.
Thursday, price compare. Friday, you got a video call.
Sweet. Let's
slowly progress.
That's it.
Towards those goals every day. Show up, and like I said earlier, like write those goals down.
Yeah.
Look at them,
dude,
and just slowly make those baby steps. Like that's something that I still practice. Obviously, you still practice.
Yes.
And you want to go bigger and better, but like still, like if you can work towards that better life and make those dreams happen.
Yes. Yeah. And not to cut
That's
you
awesome.
off.
No,
like,
not at all.
But just, I've told a handful of bands that I've worked with locally, the hardest part is going to be doing it every single day. They do it for the first 3 weeks, and then it starts fizzling out. And then I haven't heard from those bands in however long. But if you have one person in the band, 2 people in the band, whoever wants to contribute, whoever can put it in the time and effort, do it, because it's going to help. Like Michael can give you the roadmap of exactly how to get to this place that you want to go, and you might not get rich and famous, but you'll do some cool stuff along the way and have fun doing it. But just you just have to do it. That's it. I don't know. I'm
it.
going on a tangent. I'm like, it's not hard. You just have to do it.
To use a corporate phrase, to piggyback off that, Dan.
Yes.
I would, my spin off that advice is make sure, like, you just like doing it.
Have fun doing it.
Like, when I get on my soapbox, I'm like, don't look at the end result as like the end all be all. Like, love the process,
love the journey,
all those cliches, love the process. But like, truly, like, that's like when we were going hard at it, like, it never felt hard.
No,
it was so fun.
Yeah.
And it was like for me, like, truly, and even today, if I won the lottery, one of the things I would for sure do is like, I'm making a record.
Yeah.
I would be locked up in a studio.
Yes,
you know,
for 2 months, a month, whatever it is.
I'm still writing music. I'm still like recording music. Like, it's fun. Like, I would love to, like, just I'll be making records because, like, I love,
because you can.
I love to do it. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like you like briefly talked about. I don't know if they're real bands or not, but like you give advice, they try it for a month, it fizzles out. Like, make sure you like doing it. Because if you like doing it, if it works out, great. If not, like, you're still doing it.
Yeah.
And it's kind of what I told you earlier. Like, obviously you have bigger goals. You're like, I'm still doing that, which is great. Like, you're trying to better yourself.
Yeah.
But like, you are doing it, you know, like, you're making money. You are, dude.
Yeah,
like,
it's weird.
You're playing shows because doing it doesn't feel like you're ever doing it.
It never does. We've talked about that 100 times.
To gloat about myself, like, I hired an assistant for my last music video shoot. Super nice guy. And he's like starting off in video, and he goes, I would kill to like get where you're at with video, which beyond flattering. And I told him, I was like, dude, it feels the same. Like however you feel, that's how this feels. Like, I'm trying to pay bills.
Just trying.
I'm trying. I'm nervous about the shoot. I'm trying to make it awesome. You know, like, there's pressure, there's good pressure. Like, it all feels the same, you know?
Yeah,
so
dude.
Like, the advice I gave him, I think we talked about it earlier, was like, be happy where you're at now.
Yes.
And just try to be 1% better tomorrow.
That's it.
Because then you'll be stoked now. And then if tomorrow's a little bit better, of course you'll be good.
Yeah. And it's like going back to kind of what we did. We took the small victories and we celebrated them. And I think
like we're doing now. Like, dude, we're so awesome.
But no, like, you have to celebrate the small victories along the way. It's like, oh, we just sold out Diamond Music Hall for 400 people. Okay, in the scheme of things, that's nothing. But to us, that was awesome. Celebrate it. Have fun with it. Like,
just be better. Like if you're with an acoustic guitar in your room, which is the best place in the world, and you can book a coffee shop. Because I think we both did that.
Yeah, we both done coffee shops.
That's terrifying.
It's terrible.
That might be some of my scariest shows.
It is. I would rather play for 10,000 people than 10 people.
Dude.
Any day of the week.
Playing like Picasso's.
It's
coffee
terrifying.
shop.
I hate it.
In front of like 50 hipsters. Bro.
They're all just standing there, judging you.
They're like, this isn't math rock. And I'm like singing like emo lyrics about my girlfriend at the time.
Yes.
that's so scary. But start there. And then
seriously,
find a producer. Find someone you like. Find a Dan Kerns.
Build a team around you. Yeah.
Find friends, and then just go for it. You know.
Yes.
Keep it fun.
Keep it fun.
Keep it fun.
Yes. Keep it lighthearted.
Yes.
Because if you get too serious with anything, it's gonna just. I don't know. If you make it too serious, you're not gonna have fun anymore.
It's everything. It's like, again, like the corporate UPS stuff. It's like it's 100% serious. There's no fun.
Yeah.
All that stuff. And that can easily bleed over into like the video jobs I'm doing now. And like, I'm reading this book called Feel Good Productivity. And like a big part of it's like, dude, keep it fun.
Seriously.
Like, even though, and this is coming from, I think this guy's like a surgeon.
Yeah.
It's literally life or death, like his job. And he's still like, keep it fun.
Light. Yeah. Keep it light.
You know? So like, I'm not doing anything that's life or death.
No.
It's not that serious. And when you approach things, I think his idea is like when you approach a stressful project, a wedding, a music video, a record.
Yeah.
Approach it with a sense of play.
Yes.
And you would get a better result. Like if you approach a project with like a sense of like fear or urgency or I gotta and it's gotta do this and deadlines. It could still be good, or you're approaching a project with a sense of like passion and like play and just goofiness and like let's try that. Let's take a step back and let's make that song actually acoustic or let's make the acoustic song rock and roll and let's do the music video like this or whatever.
Yes.
Odds are it's probably going to come across way more authentic and ultimately get a better result. Yes.
And like to circle back to a key word you said, or I guess 2 words, try it.
Try it.
Try it. Try it.
Try
if
it.
It's stupid, guess what? You and your 3 other bandmates are the only people in the world who ever saw it. But guess what? 7 out of 10 times, maybe 4 out of 10 times, it's going to be awesome. But you will never know until you try it. If you think it's a stupid idea, try it.
It's funny you said that because I remember you distinctly now saying that. Like if I ever had like a music video idea in our bands, I'd be like, dude, I think we should like do this or do that or put paper all over the walls. You'd be like, I don't know, dude.
Let's
try it.
Let's try it.
And I'm like,
just give it a shot. Like you're never gonna know if you don't do it.
I would call you like so excited. I'm like, I got an idea for a video. We're gonna do this and that. And you'd be like, try it.
Let's figure it out, I guess.
Like, Mike, try it.
Let's figure it out.
It was like I was calling my mom for permission. You're like, try it.
But seriously, let's go back to that. You were the driving force behind our music videos, our writing, our music videos.
It was
the
fun.
Band, like you were the driving force.
It was just fun. I love it.
Yeah, dude, I love it. Well, and I love that you brought me in and was your partner in crime, and like
totally
that we could just bounce ideas off each other, and it was like a no judgment type thing. It was like, I don't know, could be dumb, but let's see. Who knows? And it made it fun. Or you had good stories to tell afterwards.
Yeah, it's very flattering.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I never meant to be like a quote unquote like band leader or I was kind of dubbed like the band dad or whatever.
Yeah.
I always just wanted to be like just in a band. That was the dream.
Yeah.
I just want to be in a band and just be a member, you know?
Yes.
But I loved it so much that I was like, I have ideas.
And that's great. Because, like you said, going back to the beginning of this episode, if that part makes it in.
Oh, it's all going in.
Your favorite part was the creative side, the studio, the music videos, and you need that. And for me, that part's fun, but that's not my strong suit. I love playing live and promoting and things like that. So that's what made like such a great team, I think. Like,
I was like the internal band stuff and you were like the external. It's like, I'll make it, you promote it.
Yes. Yes, dude. And
you know,
seriously, find someone that you love, that you like, or someone that you can't stand. But
that's true, because you don't want someone that's like a that agrees with everything.
Exactly. But find someone who will try those stupid things. Find someone who will.
Lord knows I bug the hell out of you.
Seriously, find someone who's gonna call you after you just played a show and it's 1:00 in the morning and let's recap notes, because that's just gonna make you better.
And just, again, it goes back to like have fun with it. And like you said, we're not rock stars, obviously.
No.
Like we didn't make it, but if you
want to have fun,
if you want to have fun,
we know how to do that.
If you want to have fun at a local level,
that's right.
But you know what, man? Like for real, like still, like there's a reason why those are like I frame the records. Like they're just good. They're good memories. They're like
great memories.
Like I still like I have 3 girls, and it's like I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. I should probably learn their names, and they'll be like in the back seat. And we'll listen to music, we'll listen to Blink-182 or Paramore or the Rejects or whatever, and then play like a Captain song or a Wild and Free song, and they're like, "Daddy, is this you?" Like you'll put like a Blink song, like, "Daddy, is this you?" And I'm like, "No, but it's very flattering." I wish, and it's to show them their music, and they'll request it sometimes. Like they'll like.
That's so cool.
Like they liked for a moment, like there was a period where they really liked "Just Won't Stop."
Yes.
And like they would clap to it and all that stuff. And you do have like the music videos I would bug you about, like they can watch them on YouTube, and
Yes.
you do like, and that's what I go back to. Like,
Dude.
let's say you work your ass off and you fail your ass,
Mm-hmm.
which you can make an argument maybe that's what we did. On the flip
Sure,
side,
yeah.
on the flip side, it's like we have a decade worth of work that you can like show your kids and like, hey, like daddy, like
look what we did.
Look what we did. You know,
we made a go at it.
we made a go at it, and it's like, of course, we wanted it to be like more or whatever, but still, like, what's the alternative? Like we made nothing,
Right. Well,
you know?
yeah, and it's like you say that it's like, oh, we didn't do anything, we didn't make it to us because we had such high goals, but you talk to people who are trying to do what we're doing, and it almost like takes you back because they're just like, well, you did this, this, and this, and you're like, I guess you're right. They're like, you did things hundreds and thousands of people try to do and fail. But it's like,
We're amazing.
we're so good. But no, and it's like,
We'll
I'm
have our
not trying
third
to-
cocktail. Like, dude, honestly,
So good.
I think we're the best.
I'm Dave Grohl.
This is the last
But
episode.
no, and I'm not, no, and I'm not even trying to
I'm
like
just
toot
teasing.
our own
I'm just
horns or
teasing.
anything. But it's just like,
We're just hanging, man.
yeah, it's just like take a step back, and it's like we did some fun, cool stuff.
It was fun.
We did some fun, cool stuff.
Yes, that's just it. Keep it fun and just again the old cliche: enjoy the process.
Enjoy the ride.
yeah, and it's something like you're still doing it.
You're still doing
I'm
it.
still doing it. Like, you know, a weird part of the job that I would have in the band, like that's my day job now.
Yeah.
I make music videos. I
That's
do
awesome.
weddings. You know,
Yes.
like that's what I do for the 9 to 5. So it's
Whoop,
like
whoop.
to say that again, not to get very self-indulgent on like
No,
my own self,
we're
but
just
like,
hanging. We're talking.
but I say that to say like the biggest dream was to become, let's say, a professional musician, and then life takes you other directions, and
Yeah.
it's equally or it's just as satisfying as I thought it
Yeah.
would be. Like doing like it's taking a different path, but like
But-
everything is
You're where you're supposed to be.
yes. I did a bad job explaining that.
That's
but,
okay.
You weren't even like, no, you're like, yes, you did.
Yes, you did. But we
like-
can do that.
But I guess I was trying to say, like, life can take you in a different direction than you're expecting, but it doesn't mean it's any less good.
Exactly. Because
Maybe I'm just trying to make myself feel better, but yeah.
It's so true though, because it's like, sure, we didn't. You can say we didn't get that record deal. We didn't get that. You know, we didn't get
All
that,
the cliches.
all that the things that we set out to do. But it's like at the end of the day, we're doing what we love. You know, I still have a day job. You just quit your day job.
Hey.
But we're doing what we love and trying our best. And as long as we keep doing that, that's all that matters. You know, have fun with it.
Yeah.
Keep
and
doing you.
again,
It'll work out.
Not to get preachy, but that's why I want to keep talking on this podcast with creatives like yourself, like my past guests, like whoever. Like, I don't want to, if anyone, let's just say, I don't know, Avril Lavigne wants to come on the podcast. I would
Oh yeah.
die to have her, like whoever, like name any famous artist, of course, please help my ego. But what what I want this to be at its core is like everyday people who are still working a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Maybe they have, you know, a wife or a husband or kids or dogs or just normal, just everyday bullshit responsibilities, but they're still chasing.
Yeah. Still
They
grinding.
They still want to play amphitheaters.
Yes.
They are still working 30 minutes a day to make that goal happen.
Yes.
They are still waking up early or staying up late to get 1% better.
Yes.
And beyond cocktails and and self-indulgent pats on the back throughout our history, maybe throughout this conversation, there's some information where they go, I can put that in action tomorrow or right now.
Yes.
And get a little closer to the creative life that I want to have or they want to have, and better themselves. You know?
Exactly. And it's like,
That's it.
know, yes. And to the 26 people watching this, or the
27,
2, or the 2 people, either way, I don't want to speak for both of us, but
Please
it's
do.
like, if you are starting out with this artist journey and you have questions, I'm an open book.
Hey.
Hit my line. I don't want to speak for Mike, but I know him, and I know he's an open book too. Like, we just love helping people. We love doing what we do, and that's it. Just hit our lines.
To that note, where can people find you?
The interweb.
It's just all Dan Kerns Music?
Yeah, dankernsmusic.com, Dan Kerns Music Instagram, Dan Kerns Music Facebook, all of that jazz.
And then for me, just
Henthorn
Media. Mike at henthornmedia.com. Shoot me an email. henthornmedia.com.
Yep.
Website. Henthorn Media, Henthorn_media Instagram, and then Facebook is just Michael Henthorn. I should probably change that.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. Can you change Facebook?
I'm bad at Facebook.
I'm yeah.
I'm rarely on it now.
As techie as like we have to be for our jobs, I am so not techie.
We're fine.
We know that we know what we have to do.
But yeah, I don't know. It's
Mike. Oh, sorry.
Did you finish your my man?
I'm cherrying it.
All right, I'll do it. I was bitching about the price of these cherries, so let's see if they're worth the squeeze.
Let's enjoy.
This is realistically probably a 90-cent cherry.
Yeah, something like that.
Cheers.
Hey. Bing. Not bad. It's got some density to it. And you have it on your middle finger. That's right.
It's like chewing a quarter.
It is. There's the aftertaste is like almost a raisin.
If there's ever like a point in the podcast where I play like one clip at the end, like you know, the episode's over, you know what I'm saying?
the aftertaste is raisin.
All right, dude. We'll see you next week. The aftertaste is raisin.
We don't have any fun.
that is going to start a new tradition.
I love it.
All right, man. Thanks for being on the show. The aftertaste is raisin.
Brought to you by raisins.
Yeah.
Oh man,
That's so good. We
did it.
Yeah, we did. This was fun. I don't know how long we've been going.
I don't either.
Let me. I can check. I can actually check it.
Oh, he's checking.
Let me check.
Checkity check.
Let me check. Hour 50 minutes.
We did it.
That's including
The break.
cocktail time.
Oh shoot, baby.
So we can call it, or we can keep it going.
I'm up for whatever you want to do.
We can make 3 more cocktails. Yeah, let's call it.
All right.
Let's call it a
do
day.
it.
I'd like to have you on again, obviously.
Keep it short, sweet, to the point.
Short, sweet, to the point. We
2 hours.
2 hours in, we got on all of our soapboxes, and
We did.
We reminisced. We tried to give advice of how to become
We tried.
solid local musicians.
Solid local musicians.
But no, seriously, man. Like again, like I the last 10 years, if we can get gushy,
Dude.
honored to have you as a musician to dream with, and
likewise.
I'm very fortunate to be in the position I am now. I left a corporate job that I didn't just dislike, I hated. I worked there for 12 years, and I hated every minute of it, and I love what I get to do now, and I don't know if I would do that if I didn't know you.
Man.
So thank you. I love
you, dude.
Thanks for being on the show. Episode
Dude.
6 in the can.
Thanks for having me, dude. And I've said this to you before, but it's like, you're the big brother I never had, man. And I love dreaming with you. I love doing this crazy artist life with you. It's been a blast, and it's only going to keep getting better.
All right, man.
That's a wrap.
We'll do it again later. Yeah. We'll see you next week.
See ya.
All right. I love you, man.
I love you, dude.
Till next time.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Of course, that's how we end that one.
The aftertaste is like almost a raisin.